Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit not out of the ordinary. I guess it sort of is. It's not one of our typical videos. It is pregnancy related, but it's a bit more of a heart to heart. And more so a discussion on body image and just some of the struggles that I've been going through, and maybe some of you share the same sentiment as well. And I feel like not a lot of people talk about it. It just feels like pregnancy is this amazing thing and everything's all positive and lovely and rosy except for the whole, morning sickness, that kind of stuff. But I feel like this one gets overlooked a little bit. And I think it's still something to talk about because, at least I think for myself, it affected me quite a bit, and it still is something that I'm still working through at the moment as well too. So yeah, I guess I'll talk a little bit about me, myself, and my personality pre-pregnancy and how that's affecting me now as I am going through my pregnancy into my 26th week. So beforehand, I had the same body image issues as any girl and any teenage girl when I was in high school. Like this typical thing, like you want to look good, but I didn't want to be super skinny. Like I was aware of not wanting to be like super stick thin, and it wasn't my body type to be like that as well. So it's kind of like the normal level of vanity, if you can call it that, or just insecurity and things to deal with. And so to solve it, I just loved dancing. So that was sort of my outlet, and it made me feel good, and it just sort of actually turned out to be a byproduct that I stayed in shape. So, and that continued on as I left high school into university. I didn't dance as much anymore, but I still like to work out. Like I enjoy working out. I loved going for long runs and doing aquafoot with my friends, going to the occasional dance class, or trying out new workout regimes. Like I know insanity sounds like insanity, but I kind of actually enjoyed it because it was so rigorous. So yeah, like because of all that, I just happened to stay in shape. So it was never a thing that I completely obsessed over, but it was something at the back of my mind. Like I would be aware if I started putting on like extra few pounds, like noticing how my clothes fit and that kind of stuff. But it was more so because I wanted to feel healthy, even though along with it I wanted to look good. You guys kind of get what I'm going with it? Because I knew that when I worked out I would look good, but I also would feel better. Like I felt less sluggish, I felt just more energetic, and all that other good stuff as well too. So I guess now, jumping forward a little bit, still not to present time, but when I first got pregnant. So, of course, I was so excited. Like I still am so excited for this little baby that's gonna join us in our life. Don't get me wrong, I'm so excited for this. I am. So, when I first got pregnant, I know my body is going to change. It's inevitable. Like it's going to change. I'm going to get heavier and things like that. But I guess I knew it in a way, but I didn't expect it to impact me so much as well when I got to the point where I was putting on more weight and not feeling myself anymore. And it really didn't help that I had really bad acne problems as well too during my first trimester. Like my skin just broke out like crazy. It was awful. And the thing is, I was kind of lucky when I was a teenager. I never had the severe acne issues. I had like, the occasional breakout here or there kind of thing, but it's never that bad. But when I got pregnant that first trimester, hormones went crazy, and I was breaking out here where I've never broken out before. I was breaking out here, like pretty much anywhere except for like this little section right here. So it really exacerbated the issue for me and my body image and how I felt about myself. Like I felt really terrible, and I'm sure some of it was coupled with just pregnancy hormones and just being sluggish and having morning sickness, but I felt like my body image and my self-esteem really dropped, and it was hard. Like I don't think I've ever felt so low about my body before. And I know it's completely irrational to think that way because it's pregnancy. It's a different thing. Like I've never gone through it before in my life. It's just a different stage in life. But I just felt so low some days because, okay, so when I felt low before pre-pregnancy, I would go and work out. It was sort of my way to fix my body image issue, but also to get some energy and feel good because it was like my outlet, my release, and that kind of stuff. But I couldn't during first trimester and the early stages of my pregnancy. Like, I just felt kind of lost, and I just didn't know what was happening to my body. And yeah, and I guess I was a little bit naive as well going into this pregnancy thing. Like, of course I know I'm gonna gain weight in my belly because that's where my uterus is. That's where the baby is going to grow. I knew that, but I was thinking in my head for some reason, okay, I can probably just gain the weight there, but I keep my arms toned, my legs toned, and everything else still sort of in the same shape. Most of the weight is just happening around my belly, but just noticing the weight elsewhere took a bit of getting used to, we'll say that. Like, I noticed my face kind of like filled out a little bit again, but it's just a struggle because I know it has to happen. And I know it's going to happen because it's my body preparing for little monkey, and this is how my body is going to adapt to it. I can't control everything, and that's sort of my issue sometimes because I do want to be able to control this. So, yeah, so that was most of my first trimester and into like the early bit of my second trimester. And I think it didn't help either that I didn't look pregnant. Like, I looked like I was just gaining weight or I had a really big lunch. So it was just very difficult, and then not having clothes that fit properly, and I still wasn't big enough for maternity clothes. It was just a really strange transition time. And of course, looking back at it now, 20/20 hindsight, I would have said to myself, Rosie, you're growing a baby inside of you. It's okay. Give yourself some grace. Like, it's okay, it's okay. And I think only recently have I really come to terms with my body image issues in pregnancy and just sort of how I'm feeling now. Now I still have those sort of down days where I feel not so great about myself, but then I just keep reminding myself, this is a part of pregnancy. This is a part of the amazing miracle that's happening inside my body right now. Like, I know I can't control things. I can't control everything in my life. I have to give it up to God and just say, it's not my life. I know it's very maybe deep and profound for some of you, but that's sort of how I'm getting through it right now, and that's what's really helping me. So yeah, I'm realizing that I'm not in control of my life. Not many aspects of it can I really control, and I'm getting okay with that. And I'm also realizing and really realizing how much of a miracle and how much of a blessing it is that I actually get to go through this whole process of pregnancy. Like, knowing that some of my friends can't conceive, I realize how blessed we are now and how much I should cherish this moment and not let something as stupid as body image get me down on things. Like, really, in the end, it's just body image, and like, I know as well that appearance is nothing. Like, it really doesn't matter. So yeah, so thankfully now I am getting a little bit bigger, so people can notice that I am pregnant. So I feel I don't know, psychologically it's a little bit different in that way, that people clearly can see I'm pregnant. And also it really helps now that I really feel her kicking and moving and like jostling around in my belly. Because whenever I start feeling down, I just tend to feel her nudge me and kick me, and then I realize, oh my goodness, my baby girl is inside me and she's growing and she's gonna be healthy and strong. This is everything my body is doing, is growing her, and it just amazes me, and it really helps. I think before I couldn't feel her moving for a while, so it felt like I was just getting bigger, but now that I know she's there, it really makes a big difference. This is just really more me sharing my experience, and hopefully can be some encouragement to any mums to be out there that are struggling a little bit as well. Like, maybe you were like me and really into the whole fitness thing and looking good and feeling good before. And when pregnancy hit, everyone tells you, oh, such a beautiful moment and everything, yeah, la la. But like, we need to be there for each other, I think, when we have those down days and when we just feel a little bit low on our body, and sometimes we just forget what an amazing thing our body is doing as well. And we really need to show ourselves a little bit more grace. Just be kind to your body. It's doing so much. And realize that this is all just temporary as well too. And yeah, right now. So I guess to sum it up, it was hard dealing with it at first, putting on the excess weight or extra weight, but I'm okay with it now. I'm gonna have a beautiful baby girl at the end of this, and I can't wait. This is just a small little thing to worry about. It's not even worth worrying about. Yeah, that's why I encourage it to you guys. It's not worth worrying about. It's just another part of life. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you in the next video.